Hi guys, welcome to the next video. I really can't wait to catch up with you all. Lots of things going on, so if you'd like to watch the video, stay tuned. So as you can hear now, all I'm doing is just unpacking everything. Potassium is really important, so I've been getting those bananas in there. Again, the fruit bowl is just somewhere visible so I can see it. I've popped some apples in there already. I really wanted to get some kind of detox in there, so I've been getting some lemons, and I'm definitely going to just pop them somewhere visible. Again, I'm just unpacking them there. I've got the oranges there too. I did get some Sainsbury's vouchers, so there was a couple of things there that I'm going to look at. Again, I've gotten the oranges, but also the mangoes, because I do know the natural mangoes rather than the the tinned ones or the ones in the boxes can have a little bit of extra sugar that doesn't really necessarily need to. And so I'm trying to put the mangoes out of the fridge because they do tend to go too hard. So I'm just getting my kale in there, really, really important for some iron as well. It's great if you have iron deficiency, a really natural way too. So I just got the celery here now, really important just for that water as well intake. It's actually quite watery and it's really good for green smoothies or else on its own. I know sometimes people don't really like it, but it's great to have. Again, my avocados, because I can have them with Rivita on their own as well. But also, again, if you do not like the consistency, definitely put them in a smoothie because they're really, really good for you. And you can do so many things with them. You can put them in a salad, you can put them in any green smoothies. Again, I like to have it with Rivita, just as a snack as well. So now I'm just kind of fixing things that I've already gotten, just looking at the blueberries and how many I've got left. And now the pineapple. Now what I do with it is I tend to put it in the fridge until I use it. So I tend to put it in the fridge, and when I start to use it, I then box it with some containers. I'm just taking off the container there for the avocado. Again, pineapple is so amazing. It's actually got a higher content of vitamin C than oranges. And it's quite sweet too. So if you do have a lot of greens in there that might be distilling the taste, some spinach there too, pineapple is really good because it just gives a sweetness to the green smoothies. Again, I've kind of doubled up on my spinach because it really is good for iron and great for smoothies too. So just some kale there, really, really important. I love to double up kale and spinach. It's just so good for iron, really good for smoothies as well. Amazing. Just amazing Quaker oats. They're amazing for breakfast, guys. This is apple and blueberry, and I would highly recommend them. They're so, so tasty and good for you. So I know it's been a while since I've been on. I've actually not been amazingly well, and I've really, really missed you guys. Really miss coming on. It's one of the things that I love. It's a passion for me. Makeup artistry and health, and it's just been. Sorry if you can see the ninja in the corner. I was trying to put everything the right way. But yes, haven't been very well. Been at the doctor's. I was getting a lot of migraines. I was getting, to be blunt with anyone out there, I was bleeding a lot where, people don't generally bleed. And that was happening on and off and on and off. And so I went to the GP straight away, and they did some blood tests, and they first of all had to do a test for cancer, and that came back clear. And so now on Friday, I'm going for a colonoscopy. So it's all very scary. And beforehand, they've given me medication to take. And they have suggested, it's a Monday today. Yes, hopefully we upload today. So it's a Monday today. Suggested start going on a shake diet or maybe smoothie diets and your green smoothies, just to kind of cleanse out your body. So today that's what I'm doing, and I thought I would do that with you. So it's my typical kind of green smoothie with a little bit of kale and spinach added in. I usually just choose one or the other. So yeah, so this is what I have to decide to do, or not decide, I have to start on Wednesday. And it's just medication, Citramag by 2, as directed by the doctor. So I think you take one in the evening, one in the morning, for 2 days straight. So yes, but then in the meantime, you'll do your normal smoothies and maybe liquid diets, things like that, just to help when the colonoscopy does happen, which is Friday at 10 a.m. So I'm very nervous. I'm glad I went to the doctor straight away. I want to say, if anyone ever sees or feels a difference, so at the start I felt fatigue, so it all kind of linked in together. So as you know, I have migraines, vestibular migraine syndrome, which is just a really, really horrendous migraine that kind of starts from the eye and it goes all the way back, and that's been something I've been dealing with for a long time. But I cocodamol, I had things to kind of and the Nurofen together. So one was anti-inflammatory, the cocodamol was the pain, and over time, it really did help throughout the evening. So that was kind of happening more, and I was getting a dizziness with it this time, and it was happening in the evening a lot. So obviously with 2 jobs, it's quite concerning when you have an overnight. I do overnights in support work, and so everything was happening, and then I just felt, abdominally there was pain, sharp pains. This was all happening over the course of kind of 2 or 3 weeks. And then I started to get bleeding, and things like that, where there shouldn't be bleeding. And then I thought, okay, I need to go to the doctor straight away. So they wanted me to do a blood test straight away, because it can pick up on things like cancer. So thank goodness it wasn't, and that was the first thing they did immediately, was the blood test. They then told me to go on ferroglobin, which is for iron deficiency, and so I take one of those a day. That's actually over the counter, so you don't have to get that prescribed. I'll pop it up here. If you can get it on Amazon, you can get it in the I wish I had it to hand now. It's in let me just get it. So this is what it is. You can get it online, ferroglobin. So it's gentle iron to help support your hemoglobin and red blood cells if they're low. So that was something they did for me. You can get it in a drink format here, but I have the pills here. And so it's your red blood count is low. So I'm doing that. And they are tiredness, fatigue. It contributes to your red blood cells there. So that's what I'm doing at the minute. I've been on those for about a week. I think I've got some left. I think I've got maybe a week's left. You get 2 sachets. So that's what I've been doing. So today I thought, what was the best time to do a green smoothie? Get all that iron in, all that green goodness, and I'll do it with you guys. I really miss coming on. I love reviewing makeup. I love going on Shein. I've done bought so many clothes from there, but it really hit me today. In the last couple of weeks, I really wanted to come on, but I've been so tired. I didn't want to come on and not give you guys the best way to describe what's been happening. So that's it. That's what's been happening. It's been a scary situation, because I was so glad that the cancer result was negative, but I kept thinking to myself, okay, the symptoms still aren't going. I'm so grateful that that's not what it is, but these symptoms are not going. They're not leaving whatsoever. So we'll see what it is. And that's just another thing, always get yourself checked. Don't be, never be, self-aware with things like that, which I know people can be. And it's a big thing. But at the end of the day, you get kind of the results that you need. So that's Friday at 10. So today I thought I would do the smoothie with you guys. So I've already popped in 1.5 glasses of water, because what we're going to be using today, there is a lot of water in that anyway. So I've done, for some of this, just for time consumed, reasons, because this is probably going to be a bit of a longer video, I've popped some, and I will chop it up with you guys now. So I've popped some kale, I've popped some spinach, and they've got 2 sprigs of celery. So the kale and spinach have lots and lots of iron. The celery is actually very water-based. The avocado thickens it up a little bit as well, and I'm getting my vitamin C in there as well. So let's pop in the spinach and the kale, because that's the easiest thing to prepare, really. 1 handful of each. If you're making for more, if you're making for your family, so just to say, this is completely family friendly. I've popped my fruit bowl in there. It used to be on the table all the time, but I just never see it. Not that I never see it. I just walk by, I get things ready. I'm doing things. I'm actually putting it where I will see it every day. So all of that fruit doesn't go to waste. So yes, so we're going to chop up the celery. I hope everyone's prepared for Christmas yet. So some of my friends have already finished. I think I've popped some things in the basket for people on Amazon, and I'm like, yes, they'd love that. Oh my God, yes. But I haven't got it yet. I've got my Westie Christmas cards. That's the one thing I've gotten. I'll pop them up here. They're somewhere in the house. But yes, I always, if you know me, you get a Westie Christmas card every year. So yes, so we're going to pop these in. And again, family friendly, as I said. This will definitely, it's suitable for children. It's nothing there that they couldn't have. Now, so let's pop all of that in. If you feel like you haven't put enough water in, you can put more in, but don't forget, a lot of these ingredients today are very water-based, like the celery, and we've got the orange full of vitamin C, the lemon. So there we go. Pop that in, and just don't be afraid to push that down. And banana as well, so potassium. You're getting your potassium here as well. So I do hope you're all well. Let me know if you've got your Christmas presents already, or if you've even started. So as I said, Westy Christmas cards. If you have only recently followed me, if you go back in time on my videos, I had two times in my life where I had dogs. So the very first time was Ruffles, and if you go down the line in the videos, you'll see Ruffles. She was a West Highland Terrier. She was a rescue. A friend of mine told me there's not a good situation for her if you can't take her. Could you take her? So this is, gosh, we're going around 12 years now. One moment. So the only thing I can say is this is her. So she was a rescue, and my friend at the time had said, you know, there's no good situation. We really do need a home for her. So I was living at home with my mum at the time, sent her a picture, and I mean, she was 6 weeks old and we got her very, very young. So for circumstances, you know, unknown, she wasn't being treated very well. She had brothers and sisters that hadn't been treated very well, came from a breeding kind of environment. So I'm popping the banana in there. So I took her on and she was 6 weeks old, and she was she was just everything to me. And she lived for nearly 12 years. She unfortunately got cancer and passed away. In my arms though, she passed away in my arms. I did a dedication video for her. You'll see her probably a long time ago. If you look at my videos going all the way down, you'll see her. She was like, and then she became a little bit like a medi dog, because those migraines were starting for years, and we never really got the diagnosis. But I say medi dog. She wasn't trained, but it's like she could just sense when I wasn't right, and she used to kind of put her head here. And I don't know, people always say, and I've often seen documentaries and things on Facebook that say, even if your dog isn't medically trained, there's something about being with them or that kind of closeness that seems to kind of, let me know if you feel the same, if you've got a dog or a cat, that it seems to really make the situation better, or you automatically like there's a feeling you feel a lot better for those couple of moments. So yes, so she was with me for 12 years. She was like the most, just chopping the celery. She was just my love, my absolute love. And we were like, we stuck together for years. She was part of, when I went to university, she was with me. When I got married, she was with me. You can always look back on that. I'm not anymore, but she was a big part of that. You know, through me just growing up in my 20s, she was there. And it's really funny how they become family. You always hear that quote, or you see that quote, you know, they're like family. So yes, definitely, if you're thinking of getting a dog this year, just remember they're a commitment. You know, I often see animal welfare on Facebook coming up to January. You know, a lot of them are unfortunately abandoned. It seems to be like Christmas is amazing, and then they realize the commitment it is to actually have a pet dog. And the dedication. So you often find a lot of one of my friends works in a shelter, and she finds January is the big time where she says they get a lot of rescues because they've just been abandoned, unfortunately, which you can understand. I mean, at the moment we're going through so many things, but I would say really think about it. If you're getting a dog, think about your life 10 years from now. Are they still going to be there? And then you'll probably get your answer quite quickly. So yeah, so that was Ruffles. And then I was in Ireland, then I went back to Ireland in 2015. This wasn't meant to be a, you know, yearly going back in time, but this is the celery. I've just chopped it up now, going on to the kale and the spinach. So 2016, I rescued two dogs, Isabel and Millie, and you will see them going down the videos. They were rescued as well. I moved over from Ireland to England, and we had lived in a really big kind of, we lived in Clare in a big house, and we had a really big garden, and they loved it. It's full of energy. And we went over, and I saw a house online because I knew I was moving back to the UK. And the garden looked really big, and I got there, and because you're looking online I was looking at Ireland from England, or from Ireland to England, so you couldn't really judge very well, but it did look really big. And we got there, and it wasn't, and they were stressed. And then I had to find minders for them in the morning who would walk them, because I was going to Energy Kids, and she was saying they're just stressed, they miss you, they can't really cope. And so what I did is never wanted to, and when I get a dog, I always think this is my family, and it was one of the hardest things. So Millie was a West Highland Terrier, Isabel was her her pup, so that I'd kept them together. I didn't want them to get separated. That was one of the situations that was going to happen, so I kept them. I took them at the time. I was in a really good position to do it, and please do go down and you'll see the videos of them both. They're adorable. So the Animal Sanctuary in Oxford is an amazing sanctuary. Definitely donate if you have, or if you're looking for a pet, don't buy. Definitely go down, have a look. They've got rabbits, you know, everything, cats, dogs. Definitely, I would recommend there if you're in the Oxford area. So I went there and discussed it with them, and they just needed to be with somebody who could give them what I had in Ireland, and obviously I didn't have that, so I wasn't going to be selfish, you know, and keep them for my own selfish needs. They needed, you know, what they had with me before. So I waited until there was a couple. They were almost adopted almost immediately, and I saw pictures of them. They'd gotten their harness. If I can put it up here, I will. So it was a really good ending to the story. So they were adopted and they've had a really good life now. They're in a really good position. So yes, I don't know why we went down that lane, but yes, now I'm just doing the avocado. So I have been, you know, that's kind of where I've been at the minute, and I have been sent some makeup in PR that I will be reviewing with you guys. But I wanted to get, you know, this channel being more personal, more, you know, outdoors, things that are just a day in the life for me today. So today I actually have a morning off from Dimensions, so I'm only in Energy Kids and I'm not on an overnight. So that is why I'm being able to do this. So let's just take a break and look at what we've done so far. So I've popped in the water. If you have coconut water, definitely put it in, you guys. I've got my spinach, my kale, I've popped in the celery, and the avocado has just gone on top. I'm now going to put some vitamin C, a nice shot of vitamin C in there, which is this orange. These are like the bigger oranges, not the easy peelers. And they're really, I have them at night before bed. They're nice and cooling, with a glass of water. So we're going to do that now. If you have any amazing green smoothie recipes, let me know. I think if you have something like a green smoothie every day, your body is just going to really appreciate it, really thank you for it. I think the big thing is do it every day. Don't have a green smoothie a week. Well, do if you need to, but what I would say, if you want to get the results, maybe every three days a week, be consistent with it, because that's when your body will appreciate it. You know, having that consistently iron in there, all the green goodness. Spirulina is quite good too, but I don't have some at the minute, but that's really good. You can get it on Amazon. I am just cutting here, you can see I'm just cutting the orange here. But yeah, spirulina is really, really good for you. So yes, that's kind of where I've been. I hope everyone's been well. It's kind of been tough really, because you just sometimes, when you've kind of gone through your life with minimal, I mean, I have struggled, as you know, with my health, but, you know, minimal trips to the hospital, you know, especially kind of the scary symptoms, it can be very daunting, for sure. So yes, it kind of made me look at what I eat. So in the meantime, when I'm not having a green smoothie as such, I do need a meal replacement. So obviously, as you know, I'm a Juice Plus rep. I'm very, you know, you can approach me. I love it. But I'm not the kind of person that's going to kind of constantly talk about it, because I want people to do it for the right reasons. I want to come across as I genuinely like it, which I do, and it's generally worked for me. So if you're ever interested in Juice Plus or any of the, you know, information, do let me know. But as I said, I know there's people that love to promote it every day, and that's amazing for them. They love it. They're on every 5 minutes, and that's just how they feel. It's their passion, and it's my passion too. But I think the kind of person I am, I want you to come to me if you really want it. I'll always let you know. It'll always be a link below. And if there's ever even a dedication video somebody actually wants me to do on Juice Plus, I will. But always feel free to come to me. I think, you know, I'll pop some things on Instagram, I always do, but I don't want people to feel overloaded on my channel with Juice Plus. I love it, and I have seen the benefits, but I also want you guys to stay on the channel because for the original reasons you wanted to. So let's just show you. So as I was saying, the reason I brought it up is that they said try a liquid diet, just kind of all your vitamins, things like that. So the first thing that came to mind, you know, besides the green smoothie, is a meal replacement. And of course I've got the Juice Plus vanilla. I've got the chocolate too, but I love the vanilla. It just tastes like birthday cake. but it's got lots and lots of vitamins in there. So that's a meal replacement. So I usually add banana or orange in there, and it's amazing. If you put chia seeds, it thickens up the entire thing, and it definitely keeps you full. So what I'm not doing it for the sole purpose of keeping me full, or sorry, of losing weight, which I do plan to do before Christmas. I always say that, but for this, obviously for this week in particular, the reasons being is that it is kind of like a literally meal replacement, which is like a liquid kind of, you know, smoothie. So that's what I'll do for meal replacements, and in the morning I'll be doing my green smoothies. So let's pop that there. And if you ever need any information, I would love to try a tester pack, always get in touch and I can do that. So we're just finished the orange now. I think sweetness, any sweet fruits are amazing, particularly if you're the type of person. I often come across people when I'm just in the nutrition, when I'm helping after their initial kind of interest in JP, who don't like vegetables and the spinach and things like that. But you'll be very, you know, it's quite surprising. You pop these in and you put an orange in or a pineapple in, and it actually, the taste is quite sweet, so you don't have to worry about the strong kind of maybe textures of avocado or anything like that. So yeah, so let's pop this in and we will get it going. So we're finished now. I've actually put some extra in a mason jar for later. I'm going to put the top on that and pop it in the fridge. So I'll have some for later. But yes, you could put extra things in there if you wanted to. I've got some pineapple, but I thought I'd try some orange today as well. Actually, pineapple has more vitamin C than an orange, but I thought just for time's sake today I'd pop an orange in, but do put pineapple or both if you want to. So I'm going to be drinking this, but as I said before, I've popped some in a mason jar and I'll pop the lid on that, and that can be for later. So yeah, there's lots of things you can do to build up your iron naturally. I really should, and I will pop below, I've got some other green smoothie videos that I've done. I really do. A lot of people say, are green smoothies actually really good for you? And they are. They really are. Particularly, I know a lot of people and children who aren't really fans or you know, of the tastes of certain things here. Would you see a child eat spinach and kale in one go? Absolutely not. If you popped some pineapple in there for sweetness, would you see it, you know, would it drink it? Yes, probably. So I mean, there's lots of things for the family you can do. There's lots of family benefits as well. So thank you for watching the video. Sorry guys, I do want this channel to become more kind of like my life as well. So I absolutely love reviewing makeup, and I've gotten a couple of things which I will review. But you know, I want to do things like, you know, it's Christmas at the moment, you know, as I said before, I am so, you know, behind. I do need to get my Christmas presents. That's when Amazon just comes in so handy. I'm sure during COVID they must have just made so much money. But yes, people like who have, you know, and also, you know, I'm not the type of person that will go into like a big shopping center and, you know, stay there for hours and hours. I think the amount of people that are there, you know, everyone's in one shop and it's crowded. I prefer to kind of look online. Debenhams are online too. One of my friends was saying too, I know they've closed in Oxford. They may not have closed completely, but in Oxford they've closed. So Debenhams is online. I used to love going in there with Mum at Christmas. So yes, lots of things. So I hope everyone is staying well. Definitely stay healthy, guys. As I said before, if there's ever any signs of anything, just go to the doctor. Don't be scared. It's easy to say don't be scared, but maybe don't be embarrassed too, because these things, you know, need to be seen to. So yes, I'm going to continue my weekly, you know, my vanilla juice plus shakes for meal replacements, my iron and all of my goodness in the morning with my green smoothies. Again, I'll always say for a green smoothie, just lastly, regularly, you know, have it regularly. So you know, don't just have it once and be, oh my god, I had a green smoothie. You know, have it even 3 times a week. It would be my advice, just to get the benefit and your body to feel the benefit. So I'll leave it there, guys. I can't believe how dark it is out there today, so I had my lamp on, just because you can see it in the background there. I do hope everyone has a good week. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon.